Former Transport Minister Norman Baker told GB News both Prince Harry and Prince Andrew should lose their titles as he discussed the matter with Eamon Holmes and Isabel Webster. It comes as calls for the latter to have his accolades taken away following the sexual assault case brought against him, which he has strongly denied and settled outside of court. As the broadcasters and former MP debated whether the Duke of York should be stripped of titles, Baker stated Prince Harry should also have his removed. It comes as York voted unanimously for the motion to remove Prince Andrew's Freeman status on Wednesday. York wasn't asked in the first place whether they wanted Prince Andrew, the royal author argued. "I'm living in Sussex. I woke up one day to find we had Prince Harry. Nobody ever asked anyone in Sussex whether they want Prince Harry. This is a rather medieval way of dealing with these matters, to just appoint people to parts of the country. But of course, the dukedom can only be taken away by the Queen." He added, "You mentioned about the court case, it's not simply that, I mean he's also been criticized quite heavily, including in my book, for his financial arrangements, for his association with dictators, with torturers, with a convicted gunman who gave his daughter an £18,000 bracelet." Baker added, "I mean, Prince Andrew is just bad news all around, so why would you want to be associated with him? I hope very much he will have the Duke of York title taken away." Webster argued, "But he's unlikely to, I suspect, because it would involve an act of parliament and that would, of course, upset Her Majesty the Queen. But, I wonder if he is not going to have his royal title taken away, might he have some of his other honorary ones?" The broadcaster pointed out, "For example, I believe he's got a link with Inverness and there's another place in Northern Ireland." Holmes cut in to add, "Killyleagh, but you know, to me what it shows, Norman has just highlighted something there. You can have all the titles you want, but the real power has to lie with money. You can have the titles but without the money, he's not relevant, is he? You can have the titles, but you haven't got the public support," commented Baker. "That's more important these days. If people don't want them, actually that says more than any title. The fact he's got a title can't override that. The public opinion in York, I think, is very, very clear. And he's damaged goods, Prince Andrew." Eamon asked if Baker believed the prince was permanently damaged goods. "Yes, he is, I think he is," the former MP replied. "I mean, a whole lot of stuff about his finances is yet to come out, in my view. So there's a whole lot more there. He's done immense damage to the royal family, he's done immense damage to the country, and he is doing some damage to York, it seems." When the Queen's grandson Prince Harry married in 2018, the monarch conferred upon him the title of His Royal Highness the Duke of Sussex. As his wife, Meghan Markle was entitled to be known as Her Royal Highness the Duchess of Sussex, making her the first person in British royal history to ever hold the title officially. The Duke of Sussex title has only been created twice, with the second time being for Prince Harry in 2018. The first Duke of Sussex was Prince Augustus Frederick, a son of King George III and his wife Queen Charlotte. The previous Duke of Sussex was known for his progressive views, having supported the abolition of the slave trade and political reform. He also famously walked Queen Victoria down the aisle when she married Prince Albert in 1840. He was married twice, first to Lady Augusta Murray and then to Lady Cecilia Underwood. But neither of these women were ever officially titled the Duchess of Sussex, as both marriages were considered in contravention of the Royal Marriages Act of 1772. The Royal Marriages Act stipulated the provisions for members of the royal family to get married, and royals needed permission from the reigning monarch to marry. The Duke's first marriage was annulled, and his second wife was never recognized as the Duchess of Sussex. But Queen Victoria did eventually grant Lady Cecilia the title of Duchess of Inverness in her own right. Prince Augustus Frederick had 2 children with his first wife, including a son, Sir Augustus d'Este. But he was ineligible to claim the Dukedom of Sussex after his father's death, as his parents' marriage had been considered void, meaning the title was reabsorbed by the Crown and left vacant until Prince Harry took it up in 2018.